Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the series of EQ hacks for your emotional well-being. My name is Brinda Kalyanaraman. I'm a certified EQ consultant, an EQ network leader, and I'm aiming to spread EQ awareness sitting here in my small little workspace and virtually trying to spread EQ awareness through internet. I'm a freedom entrepreneur and I also have a small little community where I'm nurturing and teaching them concepts on how to achieve freedom, that is freedom from stress, time and debts, to women audience, women entrepreneurs and aspirant entrepreneurs. And I'm so lucky that EQ Tools is giving a holistic approach and resources for me to aim for that freedom goal in my life. Here we are. The last episode we saw what is the importance of becoming emotionally literate and what are the tools. We started off with wheels of emotion wheels, Plutchik wheel of emotion, and we also started seeing techniques, the hack to use that wheel, and then what are the techniques that you can remember to apply, and so you will immediately, hack is a shortcut, right? You will be able to see results out of it. So the last episode we saw self-distancing technique, and we saw what are the things that we have to remember when we are labeling emotions. And this is another technique that I'm going to share in this episode. Again, when you're labeling your emotions, how do you handle that emotions? So let's dive into today's episode. This is called Power of Acknowledging. Let me share with you some benefits. See, it's really important to understand and acknowledge your emotion, because there are several emotional states that a human being operates on a daily basis. And it's also difficult to control emotions like anger, fear, guilt, sorrow, or loss, right? It's very intense. And especially when you are unhappy and sad, it's very difficult for you to share your emotions with others. But you should be expressive when you are sharing your emotions with others, or when you will start acknowledging your emotions. Only then you will feel relaxed and moving forward towards something that you can be a better person. Okay, so power of acknowledging is very, very important. And also, couple of things that we will remember when we are talking about the acknowledging of emotions. First, we need to understand that we operate, what is our state of mind? Okay, because sometimes you may get negative thoughts, which is swaying you, taking you for a ride, which is sometimes self-harming also. You need to change your negative thoughts to a good thoughts, which is supportive thoughts for you. I'm not saying whether it is positive or negative. Those emotions which are supportive for your goals, you need to have the capacity to generate those things. But only when you will express your emotion, you can actually see a change in your thought process. And if you're going to keep everything in your mind, it's really going to harm you and it will explode. It may even get worse. Okay, the second thing is, many people suffer from emotional pain. Okay, it's highly beneficial for them to acknowledge that pain as it is. Okay, because your thoughts are really important, and when you think something good, you're going to create a good emotion about it. You may feel happy about it. When you're creating a negative thought, you might feel jittery, you might feel nervous, you might feel unhappy about it. So it all starts with the thought, right? If you go one level deep, it also starts with your intention. Okay. Once you're aware of your feelings, what you should do is you should take a deep breath and take a pause. So once you're started becoming aware of your feelings, you take a pause and you will know how to deal with your emotions. If you are able to take that necessary pause, okay, at the heat of that conversation, at the heat of that situation. That's why we say, when you're able to take a pause and you're able to name your feeling, you will have the capacity to tame it also. Okay, whatever the situation, it is. Like when you're in the process of labeling your emotions and you're taking pause, and whatever the situation, whatever the state of emotion you are, whether you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, absolutely fine. All you're going to do there is, um, you should not feel embarrassed about the status of your mind, and you should be able to accept as it is. Okay, you should never deny any situation also, because emotions are short lived. Okay, these are all, sometimes your mood will change, right? Sometimes you will feel energetic, and sometimes you will feel dipped, and then you will feel little low, and then that will also fade away. By the time you sleep and you get back to your work the next day, it might be a different feeling. Or by the time you watch some movie, or some Facebook post, or hear some music, you will immediately be able to transition from that state to another state of, I'm talking about the moods. So you will have that change in your mood, and you have the capacity to change your mood at any time, provided you use these kind of anchors and hacks. Okay, see, the reason why you are acknowledging that feeling is to reduce that intensity of that emotion in you. That's the whole idea. But if you're denying it, and if you're feeling very embarrassed or very uncomfortable to acknowledge your own state of mind, it's not going to take you far. Okay, see, all emotions affect our lives. It affects our breathing, it affects our digestion, immunity, heart, hair, skin. Simple things like acne in your face, or excessive oil, dryness, hair fall, or dark circles, shallow complexion. All these are all some responses of your emotional wellness. Okay, let's see how to acknowledge emotions. Now that we saw the benefits of it and the importance of it, let's also discuss how do we go about it. Okay, first is to name your emotions using the emotion wheel, and observe that emotion without fixing it for few seconds. Okay, let yourself be frustrated or sad or happy. Okay, we have been socialized to think that there are certain things which is bad, there are certain emotions are bad, and because of that we have a tendency to just push it away. As we want to, as soon as we start feeling them, we want to push it away. Okay, so whatever your feelings are, you accept them as it is. And let's say I am feeling frustrated, I'm frustrated because he did this, he did that. Instead of me telling that way, I will say that I'm experiencing frustration right now, or one of my feelings is frustration. So what am I seeing? I'm immediately seeing a space created between that emotion and myself, and so I will have the ability to respond to it or react to it. Okay, so what you're doing there, right there after you name your emotions, is you're taking a pause, taking a few deep breaths, and it is allowing you to create that space. It takes 6 seconds for those emotion chemicals to be observed in your body. So give yourself at least that long, no? Okay, this way you start acknowledging that existence of that emotion and start seeing the way as it is. Now this is what is going to lead us to the next hack, which I will be discussing in the next episode. But before I leave you, I would like to give a recap. 1. Understanding the effects of labeling emotions. Of course, you're going to use the emotion wheel and start labeling it. If you still not clear about it, you watch the first episode and the following second episode also, and then you will get an idea about how do you really label your emotion. And when you are labeling your emotion, you're going to observe it, and without fixing it, don't offer any solutions to it, just observe. Whatever your feelings are, you accept its existence as and see the way as it is. If you found this useful, please leave a comment, because your one word is going to inspire. Obviously, it's an inspiration for me to move forward. And also, if somebody who is seeking, some sort of insights or an inspiration, this will definitely help the other person too. So Until I see you in the next episode, stay safe and take care. Bye bye.